4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's up, it's Fire here, back in the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to stop glitchy corner routes in Madden 20. Now, formation we're going to be in today is going to be Big Dime 146, best pass defense in the game, and I found yet another gem out of the formation. Now, this particular play is going to be very wacky. We're going to have very weird adjustments. Now, right off the bat, since I'm going to be on the left hash throwing the corner out to the right side, I want Jalen Ramsey at strong safety. As weird as that sounds, you guys will see why in a moment that I'm putting him there. So just trust me on that. If he's running the corner out to the left side, he's on the right hash. Put Jalen Ramsey at free safety, just like this. Now, in our case, Eric Weddle will be playing strong safety. Nikel Roby-Coleman will be playing free safety. And then David Long will just be playing that left of screen corner where he is. And those are basically the only weird adjustments. Player we're going to be running is strong corner to fire right there at the bottom. And you're going to run your blitzers here to the side of the corner route. So we're just going to come out in its stock, unflipped right there. Now, just going to come out in a basic gun tight offset, tight end formation, Y out HB swing. This is the play that you've been going against online that nobody knows how to stop. Now, right off the bat, you guys will see that those players shift. Now, it's something that we do want. What I'm going to go ahead and do is base a line that's going to sort of move them back for a moment, but then they're going to move all the way back into position. You guys see, basically the only reason that I am base aligning is to get that corner that's blitzing all the way out there. Now, what I'm going to do with that player is I'm going to man him up with A, aka the player running the corner route, and then all you're going to do is just slant outside, contain, and then you also want to move Troy Hill right here into the contain. Just move him in a couple of steps. That's basically it. You go ahead, user this player, user the corner out even more, or if they try roll out left, you have that contain. Most likely they're going to be trying to move this running back over, block, do everything they can to block to that side. They could do the chop block, but we do have two guys over there anyways, so it should be covered. So I'll just go ahead, come out in that play. Now, if they do try to do the chop block, I would recommend not moving that player into the contain because you want that other guy on the contain to prevent a rollout anyways. But most basic tight offset setup is just be on a streak. Let's go ahead, run that, snap the ball here. They do get the contain right off the bat, and it's a obvious coverage beater. Now, if you really want to keep them in the pocket, it's best if you keep them in the pocket. If you can't, unfortunately, though, we still do have two players in the area, and it will still take them a little bit of time to get out there. So by the time that happens, if you have fast enough players in this stage of the game, then you should be able to go ahead, make a play on the ball. Now, it's going to be difficult for me to show you guys that simply because I am using two controllers, offense and defense there. But again, setup's just going to be base align, slant outside, contain here. I'm just going to go ahead, try to do the chop block. So I'm just going to leave Hill right here on the blitz. And then I'm also manning up RB on A. You could move him back as far as you want. You can move him out here if you want. Although that does look super weird. But this actually sort of makes it look like a cover 3. So that could be a cover 3 type of a bluff blitz. But again, I could just put Littleton in a middle third, user Taylor Rapp, something like this. So again, let's go ahead, try the chop block here. Double team this player, ID him, put B on a streak there, snap the ball. And you guys see, we do get that chop block, but look at the contain. We do get screaming pressure. And I want you to take a look at Jalen Ramsey right there. He's absolutely bagging the corner out. We did have that man-up guy, but he ultimately does get beat on the break. Still, no matter how far you pull him down, he's just there for extra coverage. Make it look like he's covered. But I want you to look at Jalen Ramsey there. He's going to be right here. Watch him cover this corner out. Boom. Although he did get bumped a little bit, that's going to happen in tight offset. But look, unfortunately, the man guy didn't really do too much. You could actually leave him on like an outside quarter or something. But he's still in the area just in case it's like thrown too late. He can make a play on that. Jalen Ramsey absolutely all over this. And this is where Aaron Rodgers is obviously sacked. No way you can throw this ball without it being intercepted. And also go ahead, look at the contains right here. Since we did contain Clay Matthews, he's still getting picked up. Unfortunately, our corner got picked up by the running back there, but these contains are going to pick up, and if he doesn't get outside the pocket immediately, then you should be able to go ahead and get that pressure. But just catch on to your opponent if he's doing that chop block or not. That will depend if you have your cornerback in the contain or your D lineman. I like having my corner in the contain a little bit more, but unfortunately it doesn't happen every time because you will catch on to those better players who know how to do that chop block. So again, only setup is baseline, slant outside, contain. Then you just put this guy in the middle third, and then I'm actually going to try putting RB in a outside quarter here. We'll see if that makes any difference. If you're doing that, you could go ahead, maybe do something with Eric Weddle, put him in a hook curl, something like that, but you could get streaked by B, you could just man him up, something like this. You can really get adjusted against tight offset that really throws players off. Just putting players, random zones, random coverages, as bummy as that sounds, it does throw people off. So something like this, it probably won't be as open, but we'll go ahead, block our running back, run the same exact setup as we were, and we'll see if we can go ahead and bag it. Here you guys see, again, he's getting that coverage. So if I throw it up, nothing's open. The outside quarter definitely is the better adjustment. So if you stayed this late in the video, then you are definitely winning because that is the better adjustment. But again, I'm just going to show you guys all these reps. It's not going to work, or it's not going to get open. Baseline, slant outside, contain. Now, if your opponent runs enough corner routes, eventually he's going to get open. That's just the state of Madden. The game is so inconsistent that eventually something will happen where, heck, his corner route does get open. Maybe you put a zig, random route. But again, what I'm doing is this time I'll do the chop block. So I'm just going to leave your corner like that. I'm going to put RB in an outside quarter. Let's say I'll just man up this player on B, and then I'll just put Littleton in middle third. So here's our setup. Very unique setup, but ultimately it does get the job done. And we'll go ahead, do that chop block method. Now, it will be a little bit better if you get outside the pocket, but it still should be covered that outside quarter. We'll do a pretty good job. I actually forgot to put B on a streak there, but look at Clay Matthews just eating. I throw that in the outside quarter, still is able to bag that. That was obviously without a clear out there. So I'll just set that up really quickly here. Again, I'm just base aligning, slanting outside, and containing. It's a very quick setup, putting RB in an outside quarter. Boom. Takes like 1 second to do. And then you can obviously get a little bit adjusted. You could man up this guy if you want, but typically B's on a streak, so I'd like to just man him up like that. Littleton, and boom. So that's just our setup. This is the money setup, the go-to setup that absolutely puts in work. Again, we have this sort of chop block thing. We'll see if we can go ahead and get here, and we'll see if rolling out makes a difference. You guys see Clay Matthews still on the contain. I throw it, and that would have been easily able for me to click on pick, but since I was actually using one hand, it's super difficult for me to go ahead click on. But I have to throw this corner out so late, it doesn't get open until Jalen Ramsey sort of breaks off at the end. Unfortunate that happens. Nobody's in his zone, but that's just the state of the game. Unfortunate, like I said, that he does break off, but your outside quarter is there to put in work. He's there for a reason. And again, I'll just show you guys this a couple more times. This does work against bunch. This works against any corner out you could imagine in the game. Obviously, if it works against this best one, then it's going to work against some of the worst ones. So again, base align, RB outside quarter, slant outside contain, and A in a middle third. Those are the only adjustments. You could leave this deep half, but that's really just overcrowding zones. You could actually use this guy. Just make sure you don't get streaked. And if you want to be extra careful, you can just move Littleton back like this. You could use your Weddle in here, or you could obviously use a wrap. Let's say your opponent puts a Y on a corner route. Although we do have that contain, it's still going to be difficult for him to scramble out to that side, especially if he's focused on blocking the right. You could obviously use any potential corner route on that side. So again, RB in an outside quarter, B in A in a soft squat, and then just man up LB on B. This will take a little bit for you guys to get used to. I recommend going into practice mode if you have not, but boom, roll out. I could throw it, and John Johnson's so slow that he's not able to make a play on the ball. So I would say definitely put your fast guy in that slot corner where I put John Johnson. John Johnson's like 85 speed, so he's not going to make a play on any of these balls. But in MUT, where we have 95 plus speed everywhere on the field, other game modes, people have 90 speed corners that you can definitely use other than this John Johnson. I'll just show you guys one last time here before I end the video. base align, slant outside, contain, RB in an outside quarter. If you're on outside quarter, it's just the right stick to the left right there. And then I could just man up LB on B, man up this player. You could get him to back off. There's a lot you can do with the formation. You could obviously go ahead and do that same sort of thing. Actually, you can't really do that on the left side because this is the only player that gets in the outside quarter. You can't put safeties in that zone. So again, we'll try this shot block thing I was talking about. Double team this player, ID him. Be on a streak right there. Clay Matthews is still going to get, and you guys see, Aaron Jones didn't pick up that pressure because of how great the block shed is coming in from the left side. Jalen Ramsey's all over that, but I want you to just take a look at the sheds here. Big Dime, known for its great block shed defense. Watch Ebucam and watch our corner. Just doesn't get picked up. I didn't do anything special. I didn't man up my player on the running back. These are just basic adjustments. Look at the outside. Boom. Two guys right there. Jalen Ramsey, if he throws it right here. If not, John Johnson, able to pick off anything in the area. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, this took me a long time to find, so definitely did put a lot of work in this video. If you guys enjoyed, likes would be appreciated. Hit that subscription button if you guys are new and would like me to keep pumping out these videos for you guys. Also, follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description. Make sure to leave a comment on this video, on any future videos you would like to see. A ton of people suggested this video. That's why I went ahead and filmed it. So, peace. I'm out of here.